I'm back, and we are doing another part of our bingo card. This is number 2. It says to draw a member of your family and then create a background that tells a story. So I'm going to draw a picture of my little boy, my son Henry, and I'm going to draw something I haven't decided in the background that tells a story about him. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. Check out what I make. Just a second. Picture of my son. Here is the picture. I'm just going to put it up here, and I'm going to be looking at it while I draw. And I'm not even going to draw this big. I kind of want to limit my area. So I'm just going to draw a little bit of a rectangle. And you can use whatever kind of paper you have at home. This is just some kind of manila paper pad that I had. You can use lined notebook paper if you have it. You can use any kind, whatever kind of paper you have. You can use the inside of a cardboard box. It doesn't matter to me. Alright, so I am going to draw his cute little face. We're going to start with his head. That's always a good place to start. I'm going to start, he's got like a super round head with a cute little chin here. So I'm just going to see how lightly I'm drawing here, and I'm just kind of gently filling this in to make his very round pumpkin head. If you can tell, it's a very round pumpkin head. Alright, so there's his little head. He's got his little neck and his shoulder here. His other shoulder kind of comes off here. I'm just going to put in the basic shapes. That's how you do this. That's how you draw a figure, is you block in the most basic shapes. And here, I'll even lay this here so that you guys can kind of see where I am working as I go. Okay, so I am working now on his shoulder and his arm. So you come to, like I said, just block in those most basic shapes. So this is like a triangle. That's his sleeve. His whole shirt is a large rectangle. So we'll add some more like details and definitions.
If you fall that down, you're going to find a door position switch over there by close to the
in a minute, but not right this second. His other sleeve is kind of rectangular. It comes down here where his elbow is, and I'm just kind of blocking things in. Nothing looks good right now, I don't think. Nothing looks perfect, at least. So, and then his arms, and no one is perfect. I'm not great at drawing arms, so let's see how this works. Let's see how this goes. Got 2 little arms, and his hand is about here. I'm not even going to try to put the details in the hand just yet. We're just going to put a spot. Alright, and his other arm kind of goes out this way. Well, you can't really see it. Let's see here. So maybe down that way. And then he's got his Batman. And he's got shorts, and this foot is a full. Okay, so I want to tell you what I'm doing here. I know I had the face kind of drawn in, but it was really bad. So now I'm going to grid kind of the face. This is how we get the face proportions right. So pretend my line, I'm just going to kind of draw it, right? So I want to split this line in half. That's where his eyes are going to go. So kind of the middle of, from here to here is about here. So I'm going to draw, and his head is tilted, so my line is going to be kind of angled. I'm just going to draw a line. This is where his eyes are going to be. And then from here to here, we're going to split that in half again. So right there is about the middle. I'm going to draw another line. I'm drawing very, very lightly because I'm going to erase this. This is where the bottom of the ears will be. His head is tilted, so it's kind of off here. I'm not going to. I think I want to change it. Maybe there we go. And then here again, you want to split it again in half. And this right here is this will be the bottom of his nose. This will be the middle of his mouth. So eyes. I think this is a little high. I'm going to fix that. I want it right about here. I don't know if that's much. But, so this is, this will be the middle of his eye. So his eye will be half on top and half underneath that line. And you want your eyes to be in eyes width apart. So from here to here is about the same as from here to here. There we go. He's got big old brown eyes. And just do your best. If you don't want to use these guidelines, then you do not have to. This is like a drawing challenge, okay? It's hard to draw people. So this area right here is for his nose, so the bottom of his nose will go here. So we'll put a nostril, and then there's the tip of his nose, and another nostril, and then he's got the bridge of his nose right there. And kind of here. Okay? And then his little mouth, he's got big fat cheeks. You can see these lines here and here. And then his mouth. His top lip will go above this line. He's got kind of a little adorable little mouth. And then it's the bottom lip is here. And his mouth is kind of open. So all color in the middle there. And then he's totally smiling with his little, I don't think I'm going to put those. I think that looks weird. I'm going to erase it. So you put as much or as little detail as possible as you want. And I'm just going back and, erasing those lines that I drew to begin with because I don't want them to be in my final drawing. And I erased not very carefully, so I'm going to have to redraw his face. Okay, so he does have these big old brown eyes. But he has eyebrows. Again, some eyebrows. Check it out. So this is the final product. I drew my son Henry with a fire hose, as a giant baby firefighter in this little town. So, and like I said, it's not huge. Look, it's a little bit bigger than my hand. But yeah, so you can draw it as cartoony or as realistic as you want. I used crayon all in the background, and markers. Crayons and markers is all I used, and a Sharpie to outline it all. But you don't have to outline it. You can just draw it with pencil and color it in. So, let me see what you've got. Let me see what you can make, all right? Thanks, guys.